Press play.
Replay, replay, replay.
You're watching Play Replay with Async. Now today I want to talk about a video game that I've been kind of playing a lot lately. I haven't played it on the channel yet because it's kind of a different game for me, and that is The Forest. The game The Forest, now I know it's been around for a little while and it's not exactly a new game, so that's fine. I kind of like to play games that everyone's not playing at the moment, and just kind of whatever interests me, I just kind of like to do. So anyway, I found this game on Steam or whatever. I guess I didn't find it. I've heard of it before. I kind of knew what it was about because Sons of the Forest, which is the sequel to this game, came out not extremely too long ago, and that game, a lot of people were playing multiplayer, and I've seen them online talking about it and stuff. So I thought that was kind of a cool concept, to have a giant island or whatever that you have to survive on. But the game, just in case you don't know, the game is on Steam. I got it for like $5 on sale. So for $5, and it's a massive open world type of survival game, sign me up. I mean, you can craft and build buildings, houses. You can do all this stuff, and you're surviving, and you have to learn how to fend off these very intelligent AI, like cannibal people that's in this game. I mean, they react better than anything I've ever seen in a video game, honestly. I think that they do react to you, and the elements that they don't do the same thing like all the time. It's not like the same repetitive thing how they react. It's very strange. So it's like it's a scary game because you don't know what's coming. You can't figure out what these things are going to do. But I'm getting in my head of myself. I should explain this game to people who haven't played it. So it's an open world survival game. Basically, your plane crashes on an island, and it's like a wooded area. Obviously it's a forest anyway, and it's a pretty decent sized map. It's not really big, but I think part 2, Sons of the Forest, is probably bigger. But anyway, the forest is just, it's like a game where you have to survive, and you have certain elements that you have to go get, and you have to kind of go into caves, and man, those caves are dark. I mean, you're using like a lighter, and you're going in, and you have to find certain things, and it's kind of fun that you can track down things that make life a little bit easier, because this game you really get the feeling like you really are in survival mode. Like, you have to build a house, you have to get water, you have to get food, you actually have a food meter, you need to eat, you need to drink, and you have like a inventory. And I love this inventory. It's so big, it just kind of opens up, and it's like you could see all this stuff laid out on a tarp type of thing, and it's really cool. And you get like an axe, and when you chop down trees in this game, I mean it sounds really dumb that I'm like making a big deal out of it, but it actually feels like you're chopping down a real tree. It's not like Minecraft where it's like do 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 do. It's exactly the same every time. You actually do work at this, and also you can play with a controller, so it's right up my alley. Because you know me, I like to play all games with a controller. PC, doesn't matter where. I want to have a controller in my hand when I'm playing a game, unless it's like Command and Conquer or something with a mouse and keyboard. But anyway, so The Forest, though, is a very cool game because you got this. You don't really have a time schedule. You don't have to really do anything that you don't want to do. And like I said, the cannibals are like creepy. And also there's mutants on this island also. And there's like some creepy things. I mean, it's creepy. Especially if you go in the caves. When you climb down into the caves, man. If you don't like do a YouTube search of what you're going to find in some of these caves, or where to find things in certain caves, so you come into this totally unknown, man, I'm telling you, you'll be jumping. This will scare the hell out of you. So, and the way, like I said, the way these cannibal people move, they just move like real people, and it's really scary. It's like really scary in the dark. Like you will jump, like you're like, oh my god, and then they come at you, and then they're so rapid the way they move sometimes that you just can't fight them like a normal game where you're just like, there he is, boom, 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 you're done. No, sometimes they react differently. They'll just go away and leave you sometimes, and you're just like, what? And then they'll be like far away, you can hear them in the distance, and then when you're not even thinking about them anymore, then they'll come back over there, make sounds, they'll scare you, and then sometimes they'll do things, and if you don't bother them and you block them long enough, sometimes they won't even bother you. They just kind of scare you a little bit, try to make sounds or whatever. And it's just so bizarre. And then when the sun goes down, you'll see them in the forest or whatever, like this little light in the forest. And you're like, man, that's creepy. And you see how they're all moving. And they're basically naked guys. And I think there's a naked woman. But there's nothing showing clearly. There's nothing. You can't really see. Like there is no like nipples on the women. There's no actual parts that you're going to see, So it's not like it's a R-rated or X-rated type of thing. It's just they're symbolic of these tribal whatever people that are in the woods. They're kind of like feel like inbreed type of whatever. Anyway, they're bizarre. And there's a deeper story to the game though. I'm not going to spoil it though. And I mean, if you want to play this game for the first time, I'm not going to give it away. It's kind of an older game, but it's just kind of, I think the story is kind of interesting. So you end up crashing on this island and you have to build your house or whatever. And there's also equipment that other people have left. Like there's like suitcases you'll find everywhere from other crashes and other travels that other people had, and they ended up on this island that died. And pretty much everyone's dead except for the tribal people that are hunting you down and trying to kill you, basically. But you can kind of not really make friends, but kind of not get them to bother you so much if you don't just start killing right away. Because trust me, I did that. I did that right away, and I have pissed off them so badly that now when they see me, they're coming trying to destroy my walls on my fortress. Plus, I'm taking down trees. I literally killed like one of the women of the tribe right in front of all of them. And I guess according to people online, that really pisses them off. So I don't know. I guess that means that they're going to come back full strength. But you can get like a bow and arrow. You can get like better axes. I think you can get a gun, but it's not a very good gun. It's like an old like 20s gun or whatever that has like little pellets, like the metal balls. Anyway, it's an old-fashioned gun, but you have to put it together. You have to go get pieces of it throughout the islands of it's all over the place. It's like in pieces, and you basically collect the pieces and put it together. The game is just interesting to play because it's not really like anything other than this. I mean, most games like this would have a person like running around with a gun, first person shooter, blowing things away. But you don't get a gun in this game. You actually have to fight, and eventually you can get like a samurai sword or whatever in this game, which is kind of cool. I like that weapon. You can also get a climbing axe type of thing where you're kind of climbing up the wall. There's a chainsaw in the game, but you also have to keep in mind that this game's kind of based on somewhat on reality, so you can run out of gas. And then also you can get a mask or whatever and some oxygen to go underwater swimming and to get things. And basically you have to go in the caves to get certain elements or certain things. You're finding pieces of the like parts of the story throughout the thing. You're looking for your son, your little son that was on the plane with you. They took him in the beginning of the games. They kidnapped him. And that's kind of where the story starts. I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but so you're looking for pieces, and you see his like little like coloring pages, and you see little things throughout the game. But yeah, it's a cool game, but it also has kind of some Resident Evil kind of feel to it sometimes when you find some of these mutant things, and you're just like, man, that thing is just horrendous, And then it's like oh, it's just weird. And like I said, the caves are so dark. It's like, man, you need, whenever I do play it on my channel, I'm going to have to turn up the brightness so that you can actually see what I'm doing in the game. But it's a first person game, so it's in first person view. But you can also build like rafts, whatever, a houseboat. You can build cabins, build walls, traps. The traps are cool. You can trap rabbits. You have to hunt down animals and kill them and take their hides and make things. You can make warm clothes for the winter parts of the island. It's all kinds of stuff. It's just so many things you can do. But I'm not going to get into all of that. But I'm just saying that this is a good game. I would definitely say to check it out. It's definitely becoming one of my favorites so far. I mean, this game went from 0 to one of my favorites quickly. So, yeah. I would just say check it out. It's on Steam. I don't know if it's on sale anymore, but I'm sure you could find it on sale eventually. And there's also the sequel to it, Sons of the Forest, which I haven't played yet. I will get to it eventually, probably, because I like this game. But yeah, I would definitely say check out The Forest. It's a great game, and it's, like I said, I think it's on PlayStation and Steam. I don't think it's on Xbox. Well, anyway, that's pretty much everything I want to talk about with this game. So tell me what you think in the comment section below, and like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching.